Hi guys, welcome to another webcast. It's been a long time since we did one of these, and it's mainly because we've been working pretty hard to get this new 1.8 release out of the door. And we did that 2 days ago, and now it seems to me like it's a good idea to take a break and just show off some of the new features that are available in this new API. So I got three small demos lined up for you today, and the first one, as you can see right now, is about changing row height dynamically. So on the left hand we have a slider that allows us to just dynamically change the row height and have the view respond immediately. So for instance, if you want to show a lot of rows and get a bird's eye perspective, you can go here, or if you want to show a lot of details or icons in your scheduled tasks, you might want to go in this mode. And then correspondingly you can also change the bar height. So I can go into a sort of mini mode, or I can go back to full, and you can still interact with the scheduler the same way you would regardless of the row height or bar height. So that's the first feature that I think is pretty useful. Moving on to the time resolution feature that is new. In previous version this was kind of limited, the way it worked. So now you can set it up to use pretty much any type of time resolution you want. So as you can see here, we have a slider on the left that goes between 5 and 60 minutes. So let's start with something like 15 minutes, and you'll see that the time in the tooltip ticks between 15-minute increments. I can make it snap if I want that by doing this, and you'll see that it's automatically jumps between these ticks on the time scale. And this goes for all operations like dragging, resizing, and also creating, of course. And then we can go down to 5 minutes. And you'll see that the jumps are a lot smaller now. And the same goes for resizing and creating and so on. And another feature that I have enabled here is constraining drag operations to the resource. So that means that when I try to move this scheduled task, I can't go outside of the current resource. And this, of course, by default is turned off so that you can move freely around the schedule area. So small utility functions that I hope will make your life easier. And then the final demo that I want to show today is about filtering the time axis. So let's say you have a view like this where you're showing custom days and the month on top, and you decide that you only want to show weekdays, and you can also decide that you only want to show weekends, for instance. Or you can say something like, I only want to see days in this time period that contain booked events. And you go here. So, and this is very simple to do, and if you're familiar with the data components in Ext.js, you'll probably have seen a method called filter by, and this is the same concept being used and being applied to this time axis. So if you see this little code snippet right here, we're actually calling filter by on the scheduler time axis, passing it a function, and this function will be called with the ticks of the time axis, and you can investigate this tick and check out the start day and make sure that it's not a Sunday or a Monday, and then return true or false, and then the return value will control if the day is included or not. So this shows us only weekdays, and this is the inverse of that, only show the weekends. And finally, since we can use a custom function, we can also try to intersect the dates of this time axis to the dates of those booked tasks in the view. So that pretty much sums it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this little webcast, and we'll of course be back with more of this for the next version, which will be built on Ext 4. So until then, thanks a lot for watching, and if you haven't joined our support forums yet, please do so and leave us a note if you have any ideas for improvements or any suggestions you might have. Thanks a lot. Bye.